Good afternoon, friends. How are you today? It is so beautiful to be spiritually connected with all of you as you start listening to this conversation we have every noon. Today, I'd love to talk about needs and wants of life, not in the material sense of consumption of different needs, but higher needs of life. But when we talk about needs, every culture has a different language. For example, Asian culture, by its very nature, talks about the righteous deeds everyone needs to do. There is no language of entitlement in Asian cultures, especially India. Each one is expected to do their own righteous deed according to their status of life. If I am a father of a family, what are the true duties of my life as a parent? And what are the duties of a student? What are the duties of a person who is responsible of a community leader? So everyone insists on the duties they need to do, not the rights they can claim all the time. Like when I was growing as a student, I was expected to do my own duties as a son and as a student as well. So as soon as I came back from my middle school classes, I sweep to the floor for my mom, wash the dishes, all the unclean dishes, and then also getting ready for the night. You clean all the kerosene lamps, the glasses, and put kerosene into the lamp. All these simple things, household duties, while mom comes back from the field and she's a little tired and getting ready for the supper. So you help whatever way possible as a son to the mother. This is quite normal. Every culture and every household in India thought everyone has a duty towards the family, towards the church, toward the community, to the nation. So don't always talk about what are my rights, what am I entitled to do. Rather, you think about what I can offer to others. It is true. But in our Western culture, like America, we talk about more what we need, my entitlements, my rights. Of course, as humans, we basically need understanding, acceptance, affection, good communication. These are some basic needs we all always want to have. There is no doubt about it, and they are really needed. We need to be respected. So I can tell someone, I need your respect. I need you quit judging me. I need your cooperation. We can demand that. When we demand all these things, when they happen, it's fine. When they don't happen, then we feel like we are disrespected, we are cheated, we are not considered worthy or good in that relationship. That is an issue. No doubt about that. But the other side of the same story, there is no end to our own needs. There is no end to what we expect from others. Where to stop? In a good Christian sense, as a good follower of Jesus, we are called to be more mindful of others' needs than constantly thinking about our own needs. That's what we hear from Jesus repeatedly. Unless a grain of wheat get into the soil and dies, it cannot bring new life. That is so obvious. Unless you are ready to die to yourself and carry my cross, you cannot be a good follower of me. What does Jesus mean? Does he say, you insist on your needs and rights? Don't um, think of others' needs. Jesus never said that. He is the most spiritually matured person. Jesus is the one who has the right combination of the divine and human in all its profundity. And he flourished as a human person to its best. When we think of all the hierarchy of needs, our physical needs, our intellectual needs, our psychological, emotional needs, and the spiritual needs at the top, when the basic needs are fulfilled in a person moves from one need to another. He moves on to higher needs of life. So self actualization is the highest need. That is, you are spiritually and humanly become a fulfilled and a mature person. For that, we need to fulfill all other needs. But there is also a danger in our culture that all our needs can turn to be unlimited. Needs may become wants. And what if all our needs become a requirement posed on others? It is, what if all our needs are imposed on others as if they have to fulfill all of them? Endless needs. There is no limit to it. That is not a good sign of spiritual maturity. That we are constantly thinking of our own needs and never consider how that thinking and requirement impact others negatively or positively. I think the more we are thinking about our own personal needs and the more the needs are becoming wants of our daily life, I think we tend to become a burden to one another, which is not the right spiritual attitude of Jesus. And we have to think when you are so demanding from others, what we expect, what we need from others. So, whether my daily life is filled with wants and needs, or we are filled more with a caring sense, always mindful of others' needs, others' expectations. When we do more trying to fulfill others' needs, our needs will be taken care of by God. That's what I truly believe and experience. Hope you enjoyed this. God bless you and have a nice afternoon.